Jean Greer here at Stylish Fireplaces, introducing you to another one of our brick veneers. This one is called Nocturne, and it is sold in individual pieces. As you can see, it's a charcoal gray color. Some would say black as far as brick colors go. This might be described as black. I would say it is more of a charcoal gray color. Ours is installed with a gray mortar. Of course, you would get a different look if you went with a darker mortar, or perhaps if you went with a white mortar for high contrast. We've done it with a gray mortar to keep the contrast subdued. As I mentioned, it's individual pieces. So much like a subway tile, it goes up in individual pieces. It's about 3/8 of an inch thick. So it does require a wet saw to cut through it, just like many tiles would. You will need to use spacers and keep your rows nicely evenly spaced. As with any brick veneer, the sample will show the mortar in between the brick joints. That is not how the brick comes. It literally is individual brick pieces, and then they go on the wall with the adhesive, with the mortar that holds them to the wall. Once that has dried, you will then have to squeeze in the mortar into the brick joints after the fact. You will always need to do that with a brick veneer, even though the samples show the mortar in place. That's just to give you the idea of how it will look when it's finished. You will always have to put that mortar in between the brick joints. This is more of a contemporary looking brick. It doesn't have a heavy texture on it. The bricks are quite smooth. So you do get more of a possibly industrial, but definitely a more contemporary looking brick. When we look at some of our other brick veneers, they have a very distressed look, or they have the texture that comes from being molded from an older brick. The look is a little more rustic, or a little more a look of a century building or an old industrial building. These bricks are smooth on the surface, so it is a different look than some of our other brick veneers that are made to look quite old. We've used it around our electric fireplaces. These are made of a Portland cement material, so they are safe for use around combustibles like your wood burning fireplace or around a gas fireplace. So they are safe for that. Our fires are electric, so there are no clearance issues, but they are made in such a way that you could put them around other types of fireplaces. It makes a great accent wall as well. You certainly don't have to have it around a fireplace. It makes a beautiful accent wall for anywhere that you want to get the texture and the instant architectural interest of having a brick wall without necessarily going rustic. Again, it's called Nocturne. It's from a company that we deal with in Quebec called Impex. It is available on stylishfireplaces.ca. All of our wall coverings are tucked away under the Renovate tab, and then look for the wall coverings.